Right, back for a bit more disco. Last time my recording crashed an hour and 45 minutes in. Rather, my whole computer crashed. And I was trying to figure out what happened because the fourth time that I've been recording that a crash has happened. 3 times it was my computer, 1 time it was the game. But I still don't really have a great idea of what it was. I thought I'd sorted it out because it'd been like 2 days since my PC last crashed, but I guess not. So I decided to go back in here and talk to all these people again and finish out the dialogue. I'm just gonna try this. 8%.
Bzz, bzz, goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't grasp what's missing, but you can try to make something up anyway.
No way you can tell the
You
difference.
scrape the moldy recesses of your brain for some technological sounding jargon. It'll impress the large-headed speed freak.
Dude, you gotta reroute the sound juice through the fluxifier.
The fluxifier? Where is that?
Let a pro show you how it's done.
As you fiddle with the knobs on the mixer, the young man stares with amazement.
Copman can ride the knobs! So cool!
Whatever it is you did, it seems to have helped slightly. Maybe now you'll be able to make sense of it.
Try again.
Here's an idea.
Damn it.
Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, say something that's only marginally different. It will yield a drastically different outcome.
You gotta reroute the sound juice to the fluxifier, man.
The fluxifier? Where is that?
Here, let a pro show you how it's done.
As you fiddle with the knobs on the mixer, the young man stares with amazement.
Copman can ride the knobs! So cool!
Yep.
Whatever it is you did, it seems to have helped slightly.
Damn it.
Maybe now you'll be able to make sense of it.
Ah! I wonder if doing something else would have given me the other option. Or given me another chance at it. Alright, come back later, I guess. And then I think his interfacing check is a red check, right? So I don't want to...
It's good to see you.
This is a white check. Retry.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by battles lost. If you up the dose and truly dance, who knows what will happen? Salvation.
That's it for now.
Officer.
Just make sure that that didn't somehow give me another chance at this.
Good morning!
See you, man. Alright, I got some side objectives to clean up here. What are those side objectives again? I need to talk to Idiot Doom Spiral, get another one of his stories going. That's... I don't know what I'm doing here. I need to talk to Kim. About la responsibility.
Yes?
Kim, we need to talk about responsibility.
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
What do you mean?
If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks and focus 100% of your energies on the case before us.
No, I meant like la responsibility. You know, the kind that gets assigned.
Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Price Stabilité? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
For this whole situation.
Now I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility?
Exactly.
Fascinating. And here I believed your recent turn towards moralism was just an act. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee. You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villeudran, the gentleman you met in the young man's apartment. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first you might need to speak with his young companion. Now, was there anything else?
Nope. You know what? Let's go to the phone booth before I forget about this.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. Calling. Still called again. Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Gerard? A douche name. Change it. Change your name, man.
What are you, like 5? Thanks for calling, asshole.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
10 cents again. Let's
Calling,
do it.
Calling. Still.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Slight change of plans. I want this delivered to the Whirling in Rags and Martinez.
Tethys. Hey! You're not Tethys. Screw you, and don't ever call here again. You're fucking with some serious people.
Disconnect tone. Calling.
I'm tired.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
What are you tired of?
Writing. I hate writing so much. But I have to get back to it.
The man disappears with a sigh. You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying. You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial, then pull down on the number, then move one up, and repeat the motion twice. Strange. This is not how you started before.
Wait, what did I just do?
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola. Some far-off nation-state. 414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air. 1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider. Every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling.
There's more?
Yes. 451-67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones. Calling in the night. The saddest sound in the world. Both pitiful and terrifying. You feel your pulse rising with each ring. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Kim?
The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea wind blows. Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
Hello.
Who is this?
I'm an ultra high net worth individual. I understand how reality works. I've seen into it. My mind is clear. But first off, your voice is... Who is this?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is bad.
Dora. The name feels like a gift. A gift that was meant for you to make it possible to live and fight. In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle. Don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to that last thing.
Your voice is so beautiful.
No. It's you, isn't it? It's you.
I'm an ultra high net worth individual. I understand how reality works. I've seen into it. My mind is clear.
You're not a high net worth individual, Harry. You're drunk.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
Harry? How do you know my name?
Because it's me. Look, I don't understand what you're saying or why you're calling me. You seem drunk.
I'm not drunk or high, I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh, God. Do you know what time it is? It's so late here. It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
Where are you? You sound like you're in another world.
I'm in my rover, sleeping.
Well, I'm the law. I'm a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hanged man.
She does not answer anymore.
I'm gonna solve it.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money. Run to the church, home, anywhere but here. Anything but calling her again.
Oh, but I wanna.
You dial the number again. 26 pulls of the rotary dial. The machine eats the coin, and a terrifying ocean of distance rustles in your ear. In the middle of it, a familiar ring. Small, distorted, calling, 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 calling. It looks like she doesn't want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her.
Why?
Come on, you know why. Calling, calling.
Harry, please.
Underneath it, she is naked and warm under a blanket.
I need to know who you are. Who are you?
Please. I'm going to hang up now, okay?
Phone hanging up.
Frick.
Disconnect tone.
Come on.
You dial the number again, as you've done many times. You remember it well now. Calling, 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 and calling. For who knows how long. But no one answers. You need to insert more money to call again.
You want my money? Boom. Take that.
The cold metal is hard, and your knuckles bleed. Takes your mind away from that voice, for 1 second at least.
That's enough now, officer.
You want more money now, huh? You want my fucking money, bro? Boom.
It didn't give you any fun for that money. Your hand is swelling up.
Officer, that's enough. Let's return to work.
It's over.
Damn it.
Arno van Eyck. Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise. Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on. Just threw it away. And then it ended up in the hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
Alright, well, now that that thought is complete, I'll check back in here, see if that gives me a boost on the skill check for Egghead.
Good morning! Yeah!
Really?
Hi, car!
Only +1. Thought about the discarded melody and came to the conclusion that Van Eyck has lived around here.
J'adore! God is close by, but maybe he doesn't have good enough ears. Let me turn it up so we can lure him here.
Let's go one more time.
Here's an idea. Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, say something that's only marginally different. It will yield a drastically different outcome.
Marginally different, so this, except a different option? You gotta rewrite the sound juice, man.
The Fluxifier? Where is that?
You don't have one? Beats just top secret cop tech.
Top secret cop tech! Mega cool! You gotta bring us some, big sheriff. The future of Hard Sign depends on it.
Don't listen to him. He's making shit up.
God
There's
damn
no
it.
top secret cop audio tech.
Minus
There's
one.
other top secret spying on people tech, most likely.
Bye. F that, bro. Curious what happens if you choose some of the other options now. Blood drips from your knuckles to the sand. Drip. 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 Doesn't seem like I can choose anything that's marginally different.
Good morning!
Thought about it, man.
J'adore!
Yo, how about that audio,
Here's
bro?
an idea.
You should
Say
crank
what
up
you
the
said before,
oscillator
the
matrix.
exact-
Oscillator Matrix? Where is that?
Here, let me show you.
As you fiddle with the knobs on the mixer, the young man stares with amazement.
Copman can ride the knobs! So cool!
Whatever it is you did, it seems to have helped slightly. Maybe now you'll be able to make sense of it.
Clearly not. Okay, let's try a different approach. Because now that I said something that's slightly different, I'm starting to think that there is no, like, real way to do this.
Morning! Yeah!
Here's an idea. Say what you
it
said
needs more.
before.
Yeah!
It's hard to say for sure, but the digital throbbing seems...
Thought about it. Yeah, so that doesn't work either. Something marginally different.
Good morning! Yeah!
Here's an idea. Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, Say something that's only marked.
Oscillator.
Oscillator matrix? Where is that?
I just made it up. I don't know,
The
man.
large-headed youth gives you a sorely disappointed look. An innocent soul, unaccustomed to acts of wanton guile. A cruel joke to play on an earnest talk.
All right, man. Whatever, okay? Let's go back outside, because clearly that didn't do anything. It's also actually a little bit surprising that after all those 17% checks, I didn't actually get it. Faded remains of a poster with the date 46. Name is faintly legible.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. The cup dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase.
Lieutenant, can you make what's inside?
No. I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk.
Can you still shoot though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
His hands lead the way when it comes to that. And his shoulders. It's reflex.
Beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Okay, Kim says you should look for the Sunday friend, right? And then I need to talk to Idiot Doom Spiral. And I could try getting a reality lowdown.
Tequila Sunset.
Timmy third story, man.
Of course. Drink first,
Here you go.
story later.
Here you go, man.
Not much, but it will do. This last one is the most Martinet story I've ever heard. I've never heard it mentioned outside of here. At first, I thought it was a joke, to be honest. But I've been on the coast 8-9 months now, and in that time I've seen at least 3 expeditions come through, searching for something.
A shovel hits the sand somewhere behind the reeds, near an abandoned construction yard. The young men look over their shoulders suspiciously. The sound of their digging seems loud in the sudden silence.
Your lost keys?
Hey! Fuck you, Tequila.
Okay, what kind of expedition?
All kinds. I've seen archaeologists, gangsters, even a bunch of ad agency types. I'm telling you, Tequila, this thing's got a pull on certain kinds of people.
What exactly are we talking about here?
Some of those expeditions come back after a week or so, looking haggard and dejected. Others don't return at all. The first time I saw one of these expeditions, I thought they were fucking with me. There was no way it could be true. It was just too high concept, even for me.
Wait. There's no way. It can't be. Or can it?
I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story, to be perfectly honest. You're in a fragile state, and it might be too much for you to handle.
I can handle it.
Okay, fine, I'll tell you. But I'm warning you, it's pretty out there. Our story begins at a legendary design studio, right here in Martinez. There was this designer. His exact name is lost to history, but in life, he was a legend. Made it big in Aranya, where he did some real pioneering work on grotesque and sans serif typography, A fucking genius, man. That is, if he even existed. Who knows? It's an urban legend, after all.
He existed, all right. You feel it deep within your basal ganglia. He was as real as you are.
Fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about...
Anyway, sometime later he started his own personal studio here in Martinez. And that's when he started working on some really wild stuff. I'm talking some glass-smooth, forward-looking design language, the kind of thing that would totally overthrow the old regime, design-wise. But then something turned. You see, it's widely known that nose candy and pioneer graphic design work go hand in hand.
So what happened to him?
You've got to understand, the work this guy was doing was so high concept that regular amounts of cocaine just weren't cutting it. By the end, they were bringing it in by the lorry load. Now, as you might imagine, snorting that much cocaine can't be healthy for a regular human, right?
Right. Wrong. Do it all the time.
All the time.
All day, baby.
Hey, tequila, pay attention. The story goes that one day he was balls deep in work on what he thought would be his pièce de résistance, an advert so minimal it contained neither text nor images, just pure white. Apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. He dropped dead right at his desk before he could finish. His last words are recorded to have been, "It's as white as a blizzard of cocaine."
What a loss for the world of design.
I know, Tequila. I know. But the story doesn't end there. Supposedly, when they performed the autopsy, the coroner discovered nearly a quarter kilo of coke jammed into his nasal cavity.
That's almost certainly anatomically impossible. Wrong again, nerd. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right. 250 grams of blow had accumulated in there over the years. We're talking high-grade Saramaritsian pure. Not that cut-rate shit your grandma does. There are those who believe the designer was buried with this quarter key of nose candy still lodged in his sinuses. That's what those expeditions are looking for.
The cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull?
The cocaine skull.
Wow.
No. Wow.
And why do people think the skull's here in Martinez?
Here's the kicker. This designer, this lead designer of a world-famous design studio, was born in Martinez. A local boy, Martin Martinez. That's why he brought his studio here, back to where it all began. And that's why they buried him here, too. Perhaps right under Ab's pipe there. Or probably further down the coast, or in some yard in Martinez proper. A hidden mausoleum, no one knows exactly.
No, my grandma always told me his grave lay somewhere on the islets on the bay.
This is ludicrous and physically impossible. Sinuses can contain that amount of anything.
Now, detective. Always the skeptic.
What have you learned from the other expeditions?
They're pretty vague about it in general. The gangsters like to claim they're looking for the grave of a friend, with picks and shovels. The archaeologists act all official about it, saying they're conducting serious research. Honestly, I think they're not really scientists, just rich. The junkies, for some reason, are pretty upfront about it. They just say they're looking to snort some blow out of a dead man's nasal cavity.
Honest men on an honest quest. You should join them.
By now, I'd say I know about as much about it as anyone on the coast.
I'm convinced. Let's go find it.
Whoa. Hold on just a minute. Finding it right now is literally impossible.
What?
Why?
For one, the way is blocked by that big lorry that says Delta Logistics Company on the side. You definitely have to search the area behind that lorry too, yet it is impassable. And second, outfitting an expedition like that is expensive. It'd have to be a big production to do the cocaine skull justice. You need new gear, people who know what they're doing, all kinds of provisions. It's just not feasible within the economic and temporal frame of our current setup. Matter of fact, unless a bunch of money just falls out of the sky, we might never know what's up with that skull.
I have to agree. We barely have what we need to solve the case we've got now. We can't afford to run around chasing after quasi-mythical pieces of drug paraphernalia. Besides, it would look extremely bad for the RCM to be caught up in something that has the word cocaine writ large on it. The PR is tricky on this.
Damn, it's too bad.
Wait, maybe there's another way. Maybe up around the coast? Don't give up now.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows, though? Maybe someday we'll get our chance.
Seeing you, man. Any more stories, though, actually?
Not that I can think
Okay,
of.
well, you've been drinking a lot.
That might be the case. Yes.
See ya. Hey, man.
You're back.
Reality
More lessons in
questions.
basic reality. My favorite part of the day.
Okay,
Glad
that's
to have been of
still locked.
assistance.
Forgot about that. That thought. Faint smell of soldering, melted insulation, nylon, and ozone. What lorry was he talking about? Delta Logistics
The
Company,
Delta
I guess this is
Logistics
it.
Company
Okay.
truck stands here waiting, reflecting white light from the courtyard behind it. You knew it would be here, blocking the gate.
Hey Kim, let's try to get into that courtyard. That's where Idiot Doomsprout said we could find the cocaine skull.
Whatever's going on there could hardly be of any consequence to our ongoing investigation. You can come back to it on your own when we are done with this case.
Are there people in there?
Yes, people hard at work at their desks. They can barely tell if it's day or night anymore, because the lights in the building are so uniform and bright. Who knows when they'll come out?
What keeps them motivated?
Irony. They're yuppies masquerading as Mazovians. Or was it Mazovians masquerading as yuppies? Even they get confused sometimes. Out here in poverty-stricken Martinez.
Why is the light so strange?
Because this is a place of mystery.
Ugh. Footfall within, not human. Up there? Phasmid, perhaps? No. You know, it's but a dog. Can I still interact with this tree for some reason? Why?
The gnarled hawthorn.
Okay. To kick it, I guess. No other way around the coast. Low rumble of a bass beat. Your heart repeats it. I'm gonna just double back here. Pretty sure the answer is no, but maybe Shivers has something to say over here. Nothing? Just gotta do my due diligence here, check. The patch notes said that there was a new area. Or like on this theme announcement page or whatever for the final cut, it's like, and a new area. I have no clue what the heck the new area could be, because pretty close towards the end of the game here, and I haven't seen anything new.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Need to talk about your Sunday friend. It's about a committee business.
Oh, a committee. How interesting. And if I may ask, Gendarme, what is this committee about?
It's about assigning the responsibility.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility, as though I don't have enough going on already. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see. He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course.
Do you know when he'll be back?
Not a clue. I'm not his agenda keeper, you see.
Guess I'll have to look along the coast.
I guess you will. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Smoker says a Sunday friend has gone for a stroll along the coast. Alright. I just need to take a look at my journal again, see if there's anything I need to do over here. I'm a piece of bird. Okay. Wonder if it's gonna be like the last place I check. Do I go? In my mind, I was gonna go to the north first, but wait, is this the guy? Did I just find him? Good thing I didn't go north first.
As you approach, the man turns and greets you with a polite wave. He appears completely at ease, like a common holidaymaker.
Ah, super. It's the officer. I was not expecting to run into you again, but things have a funny way of turning out, no? What brings you down to the scenic Martinez coast?
I need your help forming a committee. I'm trying to assign the responsibility.
My friend, if it's la responsabilité you're after, I have good news for you. There's no need to form such a committee, because it already exists.
Of course it does. These more lantern types.
The Comité de Responsabilité de Revachol. It acts as a sort of clearinghouse for coalition activities. To put it simply, they are the ultimate arbiters of la responsabilité in this part of the world.
Yes, this is just the sort of reasonable authority you're looking for.
I would offer to connect you with the committee myself, but alas, I am not actually in Martinez.
What? Where is he then? You knew there was something strange about this one. He's an astral projection, a bureaucratic phantasm.
Mais que faites-vous, officer?
Yes, I was wondering the same thing. What are you doing?
He said he wasn't really there. I had to make sure he wasn't an astral projection.
No, don't be silly. We're simply speaking in an informal capacity. Officially, I am still in La Delta, preparing for an upcoming conference on fuel oil derivatives. That's why it would be extremely irregular, or potentially even inappropriate for me to intercede with the committee concerning a district I'm not officially in.
This is an urgent matter. I need to get in touch with the committee.
Yes, you've made your persistence quite clear. Under normal circumstances, I would have to insist you go through the regular channels. But if you have information of a vital interest, they might be willing to entertain an exception. In which case, I would advise you to contact them via Coalition Warship Archer.
How does one go about contacting a coalition warship?
This is quite the problem. Very tricky. Of course, the Archer has orders to fire on any unidentified aerostatics that might approach it, so it might be safer to get in touch from the ground. But in that case, you would require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on coalition frequencies. And that kind of technology naturally isn't typically available for non-coalition use. Yes, it is a bit of a conundrum. I suppose there might be some way to circuit bend your way onto those frequencies, but you'd have to be one of those techno-tinkerers to do it.
Do you know any of these tinkerers?
Unfortunately not, no. I don't have the pleasure. I am merely a representative of the coalition government, not very well versed in technology. But you...
Sounds like something that programmer we met in the church might be able to help with.
Let me just say that I have complete confidence in the RCM. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Thanks for your time, man.
Always my pleasure to be of assistance to the RCM. Godspeed, and if we don't meet again, bonne chance.
Bonne chance. What is this? People paid money to park here. No one would pay now. Alright, off to the church.
Yes, what is it?
It's not a paying job, but could you help me contact Coalition Warship Archer?
You're asking me to circuit bend onto coalition radio frequencies. You want to know, is it possible? Probably. But is it a good idea? I'm not so sure. The main difficulty will be finding an antenna powerful enough to reach those frequencies. Unfortunately, you can't exactly buy mega long wave antennas off the shelf.
She's not joking. Even the RCM has to receive special approval from the coalition to access that kind of equipment.
The radio relay tower at Land's End. Could that work?
I highly doubt it. That tower is barely able to transmit shortwave signals across the bay. To generate megalow frequencies, we're going to need a much larger antenna.
She has an idea, though. You can see the tiny signal lights firing inside her brain.
I don't see any alternative. We're just going to have to build the antenna ourselves.
Now we're talking. What do we have to do?
We need metal, a lot of it. The taller the structure, the better. Something that is both prominent and easily accessible. If it's near a power source, even better.
That's easy. Antennas are basically just tall things, right?
We could use the steeple of this church.
No, we could not. This church is made from wood. I'm not sure you understand how radios work.
I might have to give up on that thought, because I don't have the point to just keep dumping that into conceptualization. I only can think of one other spot where that might come up, and you know what? I'm just gonna try to fail this check, because
Good morning! Yeah!
come back at another point.
Say what you said before.
You should crank up the oscillator matrix.
Oscillator matrix? Where is that?
Let me show you how it's done.
As you fiddle with the knobs on the mixer, the young man stares with amazement.
Copman can ride the knobs!
Whatever it is you did, it seems to have helped slightly. Maybe now you'll be able to make sense of it.
Alright, goodbye. Well, I have an idea of what could trigger this, but it's a little later on. Everything else is like locked off with checks right now that I can't pass. So I think I should just proceed with the main quest at this point, though. That'll sort of spiral out and be quite busy, and I don't have the time to, I think, pursue that right now. So, I think maybe I'll call it there. And then pick it up next time. So, this will be a shorter one, considering that these videos have been quite long so far. That's it for this one. Likes, comments, always appreciated. Till next time, bye for now.